The Main Street stores and businesses remained open only one late night a year, until midnight, when the town's official bonfire would light up the park square. The town's recycled holiday trees would be burned, and the townspeople would gather around with cocoa or spiked coffee, though some refused to admit it, in their mitten-covered hands, chatting happily with their neighbors. Most of the townspeople participated in the celebration, held on the second Saturday in January, as it kicked off the first official event after the new year, and had quickly become an annual town tradition. The last few years, the event seemed to have grown, along with the anticipation, and the pressure to add more festivities and make the night even more memorable weighed heavily on Sammy's petite shoulders. She wanted her store to host something special, something unforgettable that would outdo the rest. If she was being honest, her competitive nature might be part of the problem. After all, Marilyn, the owner of Sweet Tooth Bakery, had convinced a local choral group to serenade patrons outside her shop, where she was prepared to sell her hot cocoa, cookies, and other fine treats to passers-by. Horse-drawn carriage rides through the town would be available again this year, along with free roses for all the ladies, compliments of the Blooming Petal Flower Shop. Douglas, the owner of Liquid Joy, the coffee shop across the street from Community Craft, was selling coffee with a hint of whiskey, sugar, and thick cream. Sammy thought she'd come up with the perfect idea to encourage customers to want to peruse her shop. It was the only night of the entire year that the town stayed awake with such enthusiasm and gathered together despite the frigid air. The craft store owner knew it would take something big and bold. This year, Sammy had, in her mind, hit the motherlode of ideas. Her face lit in a smile. While pondering what to display in the front windows of her store for the event, her heart had fluttered with excitement. She'd asked the vendors from Community Craft to participate in a live mannequin contest inside the storefront display window that faced Main Street. Her vendors would have the opportunity to display their own creations in real time. The winner of the contest would be chosen at 11 p.m., immediately before the bonfire, and would receive a substantial gift card to use on anything in the store, perfectly timed for the one-night-only shopping event. She had hoped this would entice participants to stand inside the window of Community Craft. Well, the buzz had taken off on Facebook, and the excitement had grown to a level that had surpassed even Sammy's wildest imagination. The coveted window spot that normally displayed the best handcrafted items for sale within her shop would now be filled with live performers on this very special night. Each participant would perform inside the display window for a 20-minute time slot, and this would continue throughout the entire Fire and Ice event. Sammy had spent wasted energy worrying that her idea would flop and she wouldn't be able to fill the window space, but her doubts had been unfounded. She had ended up with a wait list, in case someone should chicken out at the last moment and decide they couldn't stand to be in the display due to cold feet, and not because of the below-zero temperatures. What Sammy Kane didn't know was that filling the window on that snowy winter night would be the least of her problems. Chapter 2. Sammy swung open the front door of Community Craft, transporting a swirl of snow inside the shop with her. The cloud of glistening ice powder landed on the floor as she stomped her feet on the welcome mat to remove the excess from her practical winter boots. The last thing she wanted to do was drag snow through the stocked store, prepared meticulously for the night's event. The scent of cinnamon and orange spice greeted her, and the welcoming smell filled her senses and lifted her lips in a smile. Besides the holiday season, this was her favorite time of year to be a Main Street shop owner. Although enormously busy, she loved the spirit of the townspeople coming together and felt it a privilege to be surrounded by their beautiful handcrafted items. Sammy mentally tried to find the perfect spot to hang a pair of Annabelle's hand-knit socks for display. Her eyes scanned the impeccably decorated shop that she had spent hours the previous night preparing. She had splurged.